healed from that yet. Like I am not traumatic prayer group experience.
It's about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself.
Welcome back to my channel. You're watching On Simone with your girl Simone. If you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you are notified when I post new videos. If you're returning, hey girl, and what's up? In today's video, I'm slacking. It's Tuesday, so happy February 1st. Happy my founders and ancestors built this land month. And that's on what? Period. It's Black History Month, so I will be discussing some Black companies that my friends own up here in my upcoming videos. But for today, you already know on Mondays we talk things mommy, emotional, mental, you know, and everything in between. So on today's video, I wanted to get into the books that I want to aspire to read, not only for, well, not just for this month, but just for, I guess, the first quarter of the year. And my goal is to get through quite a few books, actually. So I'm excited to share with you guys those books. And this is the stack of books that I have purchased myself. So these are the books. And I'm just gonna go through them really quick. I don't want this video to be long because y'all don't like to engage with your girl when the videos are kind of long. And I'm not gonna hold you or put it against you. When I scroll through YouTube, I'm not looking for long videos either, unless it's like my diehards. And I mean, y'all been sticking with me since the wee bitty stages when your girl only had like 2 subscribers, and now we at 210. So I mean, y'all stick with me, but I don't want to bore y'all until I get like the real juicy content. But nevertheless, let's get into these books. First up are these books by Pierre Alex Ginty collection. I stumbled across his ad or page on Instagram. I'll link it at the bottom of the screen. Y'all already know I always share the links with you guys. And I purchased her volumes 1 and 2. I've actually finished, I believe, volume 1. I'm trying to stop saying like I say a lot, and I be cutting them out my videos, and when I be cutting out the videos, it's like a lot of ums. Anyways, I read volume 1. These are poetry inspired books. I have not gotten around to reading In Love with You, and it's February, so they're fitting for any occasion, whether you be single or in a relationship, or if you really single like me. These books are still beneficial and kind of embody, I guess, the emotional capacity of love. They also have a hymn version as well for my gentlemen out there if you watch me. So that's that. So we have In Love with You, which I will probably read. I can probably get through this tonight. And then Apologies That Never Came. I started this one but did not finish it. Honestly, I started it and it got really deep. I think I started this one like right before I started going to therapy, and it made me look at apologizing and the way I view those that I felt owed me an apology. And sometimes we're not going to get those apologies. So this book, or the poems in this book, kind of encompass those apologies that, you know, we thought we should have gotten, or just a generic apology that we wish we would have gotten that we never did. But nevertheless, I started this one and I need to finish it because I'm definitely in a different mental state as of recent. So yeah, there's that. And then Ashes of Her. For all my lovelies out there who are heartbroken or never, not really heartbroken, but you are sad or you get discouraged around this time of the year, or just in February in general, because you don't have a loved one, or you just recently broke up with somebody, or it's just a triggering month for you because something either traumatic or major milestone in your life happened some years back in February, and you are just not in that mental health state of being over it or healed from that. So I would definitely recommend that you grab Ashes of Her. So go ahead and check that out. Moving into something a little more aspirational is my friend Regine Bumper. Hey girl. It's her book, I Remember the Paths Walked, and it's just about her mental journey and her life journey from undergrad. And you basically travel with her to 4 different countries within a year when she was in undergrad, and the journey through undergrad into graduation. And the countries on it are Uganda, Rwanda, Haiti, and Thailand. I started this book and it got real deep, y'all. Like I'm not a reader. But I picked this up and I didn't want to put it down. But I had to do grad school homework, so I had to put it down. And then life got beside me and I forgot to pick it back up. But now that I see I don't have that much more to go, maybe I'll finish this one tonight. And it also has a journaling section in the back for you to journal along. She prompts you with some questions throughout the book itself, and so when you get to the journal in the back, then you can write your thoughts or even take notes if you wanted to. Next up on my list is Authentically Uniquely You by Joyce Myers. It says, we are all unique, and that is good. There is no one else in the world exactly like you. And that's on period. There is nobody. You are an original. You are a one of a kind. God made you uniquely and perfectly you. So don't try to be anybody else but you. I'm excited to read this one. I opened it, but I didn't really get into it. I was gonna do like with my prayer group. Well, that's a whole story time right there in itself. We done talked about it here a couple times, but I ain't healed from that yet. Like I am not traumatic prayer group experience. I am not healed from that, but nevertheless, did have a couple friends say that they were interested in reading this along with me. So one friend already read it and another did not. So hopefully we can get our lives together. If you are interested in reading this book with me, comment down below and we can just, do a little Instagram chat thread and collectively read it together and talk about it. I think that helps me a lot with having groups, is to have a group and then we have to read designated chapters. That way I know by the end of the week I need to have 1 and 2 read, and then we have a discussion. I'm not sure if it came with a workbook or not. So yeah, and I don't know how much this costs. Joyce Myers had a pre-sale not a pre-sale, a pre-order, and I pre-ordered it and I was sent this book complimentary. By no means did I think they didn't send it to me to review it or anything, but I just think it was like one of those things for to get it out there, and then people promote the book, of course. But there were no stipulations or arrangements on receiving the book for free. So I just saw it and I liked the cover of it, and I also liked the title, and I was like, I'm on this mental health learning journey, so it applies to me. I'm going to read it. The next thing that I saw on a deep dive on Amazon was Sarah Jakes Roberts' Woman Evolve. I wanted to go to her conference, but we in the Pan-Seared Salmon, the Panorama, the We Want to Go Outside But We Can't, the Plague, the Jesus, if you coming back, let us know situation here. And it's not even in the middle. We just in it at this point. But yeah, I said I wanted to get back to going to church, not in a physical sense of being in the building, because the construct of like going to church, just with experiences, and not necessarily all negative, because growing up my church experiences were not negative by any means. They were actually uplifting and exciting for me to want to bring my friends to church. But as I became an adult, it's the older people that really need therapy, and they are preaching to the youth, or the younger generations, to be holier than thou and sanctified, but they're not. And just based on those experiences that I have gathered from those individuals, I think my walk with Christ is more of a me and him journey, spiritual journey, than me actually being present in a building. And if you know, you know, there have been a lot of taboos and tabloids about a couple popular pastors. If you're on Twitter, and Black Twitter at that, then you know that a couple weeks ago in January, actually right before the end of January, there was like a big to do about one of the like mega churches, pastors, and some of the antics that he did amidst a sermon. So yeah, I'm not going to say I take what I take from the Bible, because that is not how the Bible is supposed to be interpreted. But at the same time, it's interpreted the way people want to interpret it. Like, there is nobody here to give us a general guide. And then they say there are a lot of things that were left out. So you kind of have to do your own research about that. Anyways, this is not even that kind of conversation, but yeah, Joyce Myers, Sarah Jakes Roberts, Woman Evolve, Authentically, Uniquely You, 2 books that I want to read. This does have a workbook, but it was like 2 different workbooks on Amazon, so I was kind of unsure as to which one to get. And then I was reading comments, and you know how Amazon be, they be putting comments under the wrong book sometimes. So both of the books said that there was like a journal workbook and then a workbook, and then somebody was like it was a waste of money, they shouldn't have purchased it. But because they didn't have a picture of which one they purchased, I just didn't purchase either one. I believe this book was like $14. I don't know, free $14. These range between 15, I want to say $15 and $8. The last 3 I actually were gifted. It was a gift last Valentine's Day? Maybe like 2 years ago for Valentine's Day. Somebody's son gifted me these as a gift because I was like, I wanted the complete collection of books, and so they bought me the rest of the books. But yeah, nevertheless, this kind of wraps up the books. So let's see. In total, 2, 4, 6, 7. In total, that's 7 books. And to be completely honest with you, it's only 28 days. I'm going to try to, 2, 4, 6, 8 books. So I'm going to try to complete reading at least 4, or I'm going to try to at least finish reading this one. Not at least, I'm going to finish reading this one and read the complete series of the Pierre Gentry books. And then we will tap in. I might do like check-ins, little tidbits at the end of my Monday segments, and let you guys know when I start reading these, and we can just kind of go from there. But until my next video, you can kind of guess, if you see what I got going on. You will be getting a hair video. Till next time, stay blessed, stay true, stay you. Bye.